Yo, yo, yo! Hollow Knight! Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Fuck! Yeah, alright. Last few attempts I've made, ignoring the ones my intern did, were pretty lacking, honestly. It feels kind of strange, saying lacking when I like both the attempts I reached Markarth, which I think is the like that's the length that yeah, that's a good run. No, I should think. Fuck, stink. Although yesterday I did lose to Collector, which is I think it's fair enough. Collector's a difficult boss, and even once you think you've got him down, you can't just get unlucky. Thing is, I did not get unlucky. I was just playing pretty badly. Like there stuff you can do to kind of deal with the chaos, and really I shouldn't have let it get that far. You want it's like kind of a snowball effect. If it really starts rolling, it's gonna get bad. You gotta kill the mobs off quick, deal damage to the Collector while you can, but mostly you focus on keeping the stage clean. I didn't do that. I failed horribly. Other two attempts before that, both lost to Markarth. I'd say well, I guess the first one, 2 attempts ago, I guess. I lost to Zoke, but that was mostly because I fucked up my Markarth run. I was at 1 HP going to Zoke, did not survive that. I died immediately. Just because I was stressed, I had a low confidence, I was worried, I did something stupid out of impulse and just not ready to go. When I'm on full HP, not even thinking about what I'm doing, just kind of running on instinct, not thinking too much about it, I do pretty well. That's why I like the early bosses. I'll just kind of breeze through them sometimes when I'm in a good mood, talking about something irrelevant. I won't even notice that I'm playing Hollow Knight. I'll just kind of speak. And sometimes I take some damage, yeah, but it's much better than if I really start focusing and try my best to not fuck anything up. Think of all the things I can do to fuck up and try not to do those. That's not the way to go. Just kind of gotta go with the flow. Did not do that with Zoke. Or with Markarth. But with Markarth, maybe I got an opposite problem. It was a bit too comfortable. It's a balance in one way. One, I don't want to over focus on anything, overthink stuff. You don't want to do that. But you also don't want to not think at all. Just talk about other stuff, not even being conscious. Just a fine balance there. And I have failed that a few times in a row now. Where on Markarth, I'll just kind of be a bit too brave, I guess. Just kind of make mistakes that you really shouldn't do. Markarth is a fight where it really forces you to be patient and precise and just passive. You gotta just flee for a while. Then you find that one opportunity when you can hit him once, and you do that, and you go back to a dodging. Recently, I've been trying to do some more snasty shit, really trying to attack him while he's, not even in shield phase, just kind of, taking some chances I really shouldn't. Yeah, no, that really hasn't gone too well. Oh yeah, I'll try this time to be a little bit more careful, just play it better. I'll be a little more careful on Markarth specifically. I still think I could beat get a PB, beat Nightmare Grimm. I've beaten him on Radiant a few times now in the Pantheon of Hallownest. It's been a while now. It's 3 days ago I practiced him because I was in the chasm and all that. But I think I can beat him. I really think I can. And the Pure Vessel as well. And this time I'm at low HP. I think I've got that fight down as well. It's been a little bit since I've fought him, but I don't think he's too bad. I think my main issues really are Zoke still. I've gotten past him a few times, but really I've just gotten lucky in a terribly difficult fight. Kind of the gateway to the end, the end rush, I guess. Especially after Ragnarok, Jesus Christ, cruel combo. And then Nightmare Grimm right now, my PB, gotta beat him. I think I can. I'll beat Pure Vessel as well, probably in the same run I beat Nightmare Grimm. Maybe I've got nerves or something that make me play worse, but I should be able to beat him. And then of course we hit the Radiance, absolute Radiance. It's gonna absolutely kick my ass. I know that's gonna happen. Maybe I won't die immediately, but I won't even reach the second phase. I'm sure of it. It's a fun fight. I've actually done a little bit of practicing. I don't want to do too much because I do want to get my ass kicked. I think that sounds fun. My first attempt, then seeing the second attempt being a lot further, and you can kind of like see the progression. And I can feel it. But really, it's kind of a fun fight. It's so chaotic and so ominous and dangerous. I've been playing with all bindings as well equipped, so I can only be hit once without dying. And like healing is pretty scarce. Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's gonna take me a while before I beat them, definitely. But yeah, it seems fun. I'm in the final stretch of the challenge, really. I'm excited. It's a bit annoying that I've been away for a bit and I've kind of just not really been progressing a lot. Like, when I first started the game, after my long break, I got some quick progress, like, in a row, basically, where I just got further and further. I felt pretty great about that, and it was awesome. But recently, it's been kind of fading, and I'm kind of getting worse, I feel like. I don't know. Kind of comes in waves whenever I'm confident. Oh fuck, that was bad. This guy could kill me. That would be really sad. Like, the sad truth is that he could just kill me. He's got a lot of weird shit going on, and I'm not even really in the mindset to deal with it. Right now I'm like kind of thinking of like, oh, should I stand up from my desk and open my window? You know, it's kind of hot in here right now. Like dreadfully hot. My pants. I just put on pants for this recording. Not really for this recording, but I just put on some pants. I've been going pantsless for like the whole day since I woke up. Put a shirt on, and really no pants. It's just too hot, and I really regret it. Really do regret it. It's so hot. The rest of me is fine. I'm slightly feeling the warmth on my chest and like a bit on my head as well. Not too bad, but my legs are fucking crying right now. Holy shit! I think I can feel sweat right now. This is bad. Oh, I got hit there? Oh, I don't want to die here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do a little bit of that. I really don't shriek this guy a lot. Maybe I should do that. Okay, I'm taking off my pants right now. Live unboxing. Oh! Oh! Maybe I shouldn't moan. I can already feel the breeze. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh yeah. Alright. Now we can game. Now we can game. I'm not gonna get hit once during this fight because I'm gaming. Ooh, shriek here. Do a little bit of a pow 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 pow. Easy, easy, easy. He's doing that. Foolish of him. Ooh, huge. Huge, huge, huge. Easy fight, easy fight. Pantsless gaming. The way to go. Donald Duck got it on, man. I don't even know what that means. Woohoo. So I guess I have some things to think. Well, I have a few things I could talk about if I wanted. But I guess I will. Like, what else was I gonna do? Oh shit, I fucked up. Going to work today. And I plan on quitting today as well. I really don't know how to do it. I think I'll just send an email of some kind to my boss and say like, yo, I quit, bro. But I really, like, the problem with that is that, first of all, I don't really have his email. I don't know how to contact him. Second thing is I probably should look at my like contract to see with like how quitting will work. I think I know, but I'm not sure. I should probably double check. Problem here is that, well, don't really know where my contract is. A bit worrying. I was given it in like it's kind of funny when I signed my contract. I was at the boss invited me to like a party with all the other coworkers. They're just having a fun time drinking. I was drinking. And he was like, "Yo, here's the contract. Just sign it real quick." And I'm like, I was fucking hammered. What the fuck? Give me a contract when I'm hammered? That's fucked up. I was like, yo, I gotta read this. He's like, really? No one reads these. Don't worry about it. Just read it. Just sign it. I was like, no, this feels really shady. So I read the thing while hammered, and I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I didn't really know what I was looking for. I just knew that I had to read this. Like really, really important that I read this. But I always don't remember really what it said. So probably like, if he wanted to, he could just lie and say that, oh yeah, this is the contract you signed, and just bring up a whole different ass contract. I doubt he'll do that. It seems really, like, humorously cruel, like villainy. There's like Disney level of evil. But I don't think he'll do that. It's not really like, I don't know. I just don't believe that someone would do that in real life. Like, it wouldn't happen to me, you know. It could have happened in the US or some other place to random people there. But to me, nah, that never happened. That never happened. Impossible. It'd be too outrageous. But I'll probably be able to find contracts somehow on like my not mail, but like Danish postal service online kind of thing. We have a little thing called eBooks. So I'll look through that, see if I can find it before I go to work, and then I'll ask a coworker, hey, how do I communicate with the boss? And they'll be like, why? And I'll tell them that I want to quit and blah blah blah. It's gonna be kind of awkward. I don't really want to talk about that. But I guess I'll have to. Some confrontation is needed. And then I'll write them like on the day while on the job, probably. At least I have like a deadline. Today I gotta do it. And I'll try like first goal is to do it while on the job. Second day, well, like second condition is that I have to figure out how to quit while I'm not on the job, so I can do it when I get home. Because maybe it's a good idea to like just sit for a bit, talk to ChatGPT about how to like write a proper resignation and all that. Whereas on the job, I just kind of have to wing it. Don't really know what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to impress my boss by saying like, yo, like writing a formal essay about quitting. All I really need to do is tell him, and then that's it. If it's bad, like, who cares? It's not like I'm working for him anymore. I don't need to impress him. So yeah, my one worry is that I think it's gonna take 3 months before it really like settles. Like, I have to continue working for 3 months after quitting. Which makes sense. Like, if I just quit, they would be in a bad situation. In the same way, they can't fire me and not give me work for 3 months. The problem is that I'm leaving in 2 months, like moving away from this place, like far away as well. So I couldn't work at all. But the solution to this is that I haven't gotten any shifts at all in that period of time. When I'm moving, or even like the month before that, really, like I don't have a lot of shifts, so there's really no reason why I should come to work during that time. But theoretically, I could. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. If I'm gonna be getting more shifts just because I'm there, like I could, or if it's kind of the same way of like me. No, it comes back to the thing of like, is my boss a Disney villain, like evil? And just forces me to go to work in a time where it really doesn't make sense for me to do so, and couldn't really somehow like require that, because he technically could because of the contract, I think. But why would I do that? It wouldn't help him. It would just be like spite. It would just be evil. And I get it. Yeah, I kind of fucked up. Maybe I should have resigned a bit earlier. Blah blah blah. I don't know, man. It's like, there's not even anyone bowling right now. I work at a bowling alley, blah, blah, blah. No one's bowling in the summer. Everything, like, there's barely any work to be done anyway. I'm not getting many shifts. If I just stop taking shifts at all, it might be a positive thing. People will have more opportunity to work. I don't know. And, like, summer vacation, I think it closes for a bit. Like there's like a 3-week break for the workplace. I'm quitting around that time. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Just a bit. I kind of dread the confronting my coworkers or my boss about quitting. Like, yeah, it's just kind of sounds awkward. Don't really know what I'm doing with that. I think I'll just do it over text. It's easy. If he wants to talk to me, if he calls me, I'll just muster up some courage and pretend I'm the most confident dude in the world who's been planning this forever. And it's like, yeah, sorry, dude. It gotta happen. And like, just assertive, I guess. Which I think is the way I should be feeling, because I have been playing this for a while now. I knew I was gonna quit. I just didn't tell anyone. This feels kind of weird. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was kind of funny. Just dived into fucking spikes, what the fuck? That's the way to go, man. New strat. Sisters of Battle. Now I'm not on Lifeblood, I kinda wanna take this a bit more seriously. Oh, fuck, I didn't see that. Because of the death animation. Come from above? No. There we go. Next up is Marmo. Woohoo! So yeah, quitting my job. That's on the agenda for today. Other stuff we can talk about? Tetris. New hyperfixation. I guess we could talk about the old hyperfixation. I had a lot of fun with that. We had a Minecraft create hyperfixation. My rival was part of it. We had a duel. We planned out 3 separate battles. We bring whatever we want into the arena, and then we battle out. Standard ass PvP with all sorts of modded gimmicks and shit. And we kind of went, like, me and my rival, we went 2 very different routes, and I think that was pretty sick, honestly. I loved the thing he did. Like, it was pretty surprising. I did not expect it at all. It was fun. It wasn't optimal. I think definitely we both could have done like an instant killing machinery thing. I was probably closer to making that, but I didn't because it wouldn't really be that fun. I wanted to make like a spectacle. I wanted to do some fun ideas. That's what I did. Like, I was kind of working on the create technical stuff, and I used that for my war machines, I call them. So like, you know, if you know about create, you know, there's minecart contraption. Essentially, it could put an entire structure on top of a minecart, and it can move like as if it was like a minecart on a chest or minecart, like whatever. It's just a whole ass thing on top of a minecart, so it can move. Also, you can pick up this minecart with the entire structure still inside of it, and kind of basically store an entire build on top of a minecart, and then put it in your inventory. It is very, very overpowered, but I don't think about that much. It is overpowered, but it's really fun. Like, I don't make sense why that's not vanilla. I'm really happy that it's in the mod because it's just a lot of fun, man. I don't think Minecraft needs to be particularly balanced in that regard. Like, I want to build cool shit, and I really did here. Now, in terms of like combat, you know, this is where it gets unbalanced. It's like a bit overpowered. I can just spawn an entire ass structure in the middle of an arena, and I did multiple. Technically, I could have just spawned an obsidian wall, like just a box around him, with fucking drills and all sorts of things inside of it that like kind of just killed him, and he couldn't escape. I didn't do that though. Instead, I made like 3 different funny little like machineries, contraptions. The first one, pretty simple. I just made a bunch of fucking drills. Like, I already had an automatic miner, meaning I had a minecart that places rails in front of itself and then removes the rails behind it. Then it just has a shit ton of drills that breaks like blocks and puts it in chests, which I use for mining, like a huge amount of resources and like stone, different types of stone, stuff like that, whenever I need resources for building, or just resources. And then I just put a shit ton of drills on top of that, making it almost impossible to dodge and like mine out a whole ass area. I also put chunks facing upwards on like the floor level, so that when the contraption started like moving, it would also just create an entire floor beneath my enemy, like my rival, of drills. And I placed so many drills, in fact, that it did some like weird technical issue where it did not like, for some reason with so many drills, and I haven't even finished about how many drills, but I also put like drills on top like the ceiling basically, which you could like, it wasn't like impossible to escape or anything, but it just wanted to be ominous in the mid, like immediately. Point is, hella weird technical issue where for some reason when I placed so many drills, I guess like moving parts on top of this entity, it stopped being rendered. You couldn't see it, it just became invisible, and you could like fly through it without a problem. It was kind of weird. For some reason, with so many fucking stuff, like so much stuff on my contraption, it disappeared. But the fun thing is, it still did damage. It still like worked. Like sure, it wasn't visible, and you could move right through it, but the drills still like broke blocks, and the drills still did damage. So instead of a huge, imposing drill wall, I had an entire ass spike floor that was drilling against my opponent, and it was entirely invisible. When I just placed my minecart, nothing would show up. Just a simple minecart with nothing else, and suddenly my opponent would take damage out of nowhere. If he placed a block, he would see that block slowly break because the drills would be breaking it, but really nothing else would be showing up. He wouldn't have any clue what's happening. If he somehow managed to like build up before the blocks would be broken, then he'd be safe, sure. But he didn't, because it was invisible. What was going to do? He just assumed somehow I had found a weird mechanic with my bow, because I was shooting through the contraption. Once again, you can shoot through it, you can see through it, you can walk through it, but it still did damage. So he's just taking damage while I was shooting at him with a bow. He didn't have time to react, and it immediately killed him. It was pretty overpowered. That was only one of my contraptions. I didn't use that again. It also had a funny quirk where, for some reason, I think I had so much NBT data that when I had it in my inventory, if I moved it from my slot, like hotbar slot 6, for some reason, my game would just crash. I had essentially like banned myself from the game if I ever like moved around this item. You know how you can like book ban people? Essentially like that, I think, but very much unintentionally, and it just spoke to the power of that machine. Our first duel ended with just me placing that down, and he took a lot of damage from the drills while I was shooting at him with a power 5 flame bow, and you know, he just got fucked. Like, what he's gonna do, shoot back? He's getting drilled. That one immediately. Didn't even get to show off any of his stuff. So the second round, I decided to be a little bit more, I guess passive, not show up my big gun shit, but it did pull out my castle. That's another contraption I made, was a gigantic black castle of obsidian, where that had like fans and shit, which were blowing fire on top of my opponent. Like you can make fans that blow fire in order to like smelt stuff. You can like, if you go through lava, the air goes through lava, you can smelt whatever the lava-fied air hits. I used campfire, so it'd be fire because it's like an actual block I could put in my contraption. Can't really kind of put a liquid in the contraption properly. And I also used like a soul fire campfires, like the haunted things, like the blue fire, which when hit by that makes you blind and slow. Doesn't really do any damage, but it makes you blind and slow, which is pretty fucking ominous, and combined with taking damage from burning, that was pretty cool. I just had a big black fort showing like shoving dangerous black fumes at my opponent from the sides, and it looked pretty imposing. It was pretty cool. Quite happy with it. It also had a quirk where when I would place the minecart, I'd immediately break it so the structure would become blocks instead of an entity. Then there would be no way to power the fucking, what's it called? Power the fans, except I had to I had to make some like a bunch of water mills on top of it, but you can't like move liquids on the side of the contraption. So I had dispensers holding water buckets and an observer connected to these dispensers that would observe when block update which would happen when the contraption was placed. I don't know if this is making sense. Point is, immediately when the contraption was placed, an observer would realize this, and a bunch of dispensers place water, fueling my contraption, I guess, with kinetic energy from the water mills. Yeah. Anyway, it really didn't do that much, like, in the fight, because we both had jetpacks. We could just fly above the castle walls. Really didn't mean anything, but it looked super cool. I was really happy to make it. It was just a fun project, especially with the haunting stuff. It did have one benefit though, because in the same round, my opponent brings out his secret weapon. He didn't really get to showcase anything in the first round because he died so quickly. This time, however, he brought in a war elephant, something I had never even thought to like use in my at all, really. I hadn't even engaged with that part of the mod pack at all, like the different mobs. I'd seen them, I thought they'd be cool. They were cool. At some point I found some gorillas in the wild, and they were pretty dangerous, like they almost killed me. Just because they had a lot of damage, I guess. I beat Collector, yay. I never really thought about them again. And I think that's kind of cool showcase of how me and the guy kind of thought differently. Whereas I was working with these technical stuff that I was used to, he was kind of exploring different aspects of the game. Like the animals, the mobs, you can tame elephants and become like war elephants. He had a bunch of gorillas and shit that was like dealing a lot of damage and looked cool. And he also had kangaroos, fucking kangaroos with diamond armor, which that was just following around fighting. Sadly, it really didn't help him much because we were flying. We had jetpacks. I think if we didn't have jetpacks, the fight would have been not only more interesting, because we would be on the ground and all our contraptions would really be doing more, and his attack would really be a lot more powerful. I didn't really get to see the war elephant in action much. I just saw him burst into the arena riding an elephant, and that looked fucking amazing. I was a big fan of that. It was cool. But it died immediately to my obsidian fortress and the haunting fire it was pouring into the other elephant. Like, it died really quickly. So I guess my fort worked in that regard. And he had some cool animals and shit. That was pretty fun. I ended up losing that round because, well, I found my drill. Like, I placed my drill, like the entire spike floor machine that was invisible and all that. It was kicking me off the game whenever I was holding it shit. I tried to pick that up and use it again as an emergency plan because my black fort failed. And when I did so, I got kicked from the game because, once again, this item is too powerful, so much NBT data. Somehow I just couldn't hold it without getting kicked. And so I did get kicked. And we argued a bit what that meant. Should he just wait for me to return? It's kind of weird. Like, he was losing his potion effects and stuff like that. And we're like, no, I quit. I lost. That's fair. I kind of took a risk going for that machine that I knew might kick me. And then when I did, it's kind of just, it's like leaving the ring, you know. I quit the game, not intentionally, but I could have avoided it. So I lost the second round because of that. Kind of a technicality. Makes it more interesting for the final battle and whatever we bring in there. I think that's where he brought his kangaroos in, not in the first battle, maybe the second battle, but in the third one. And this time I brought some stuff as well. First of all, I picked up my black fort to use once again. If we were on the ground, I could just place it real quick and try to haunt him in some way, or like scare him. It'd be cool backup plan, like a pop-up fort. It's nice to have, I guess, and it looks fun. It's just a cool fort, I think. You can just pop out. Then I also used my last and final, and honestly, probably my favorite mechanic, like, contraption. Well, maybe not favorite, I like black fort more. But I think this is really cool. I used an interesting mechanic in Minecraft. Create gluing and contraptions. Okay, this is sounding weird and pretentious. What I did was I used a lot of, like, dripstone. I would place a bunch of dripstone above him, like through a minecart, just immediately place on a minecart, break the minecart, so that a whole bunch of dripstone would be placed on top of him, like far above him, and then it'd fall down and hit him. That was my plan. The way I did this was just gluing. It was really easy and really simple. I just put a shit ton of dripstone on a bunch of blocks, and then I glued the glyphs, I only connected the dripstone and not the blocks above them to my contraption, meaning that as soon as I placed the contraption, dripstone would just be flying in the air with no block to stand above them. They'd update and realize, oh shit, we are flying, fall now, and they just fall immediately. Really cool. Originally I had made a different plan, where I'd have a lot of pistons extended, holding dripstone, and then I'd power all those pistons, and then once I put it all into the contraption, I wouldn't take what's powering, like I wouldn't, let's see, I put all the pistons and all the dripstone as part of the contraption, but not what was powering the pistons, if that makes sense. So that when the pistons were placed, they would immediately retract because nothing's powering them, and then dripstone would fall. That wasn't needed though. I just needed to place dripstone in the air, and it looked really cool. I just placed a minecart, immediately a huge fucking 3 stacks of dripstone would spawn in the air and just fall down immediately and make a cool sound as it fell. Didn't hit him once with that. I made 2 of those. I'm kind of glad it didn't, because it would have been a bit too sad if I just went with that, because the first fight he lost immediately because of an invisible spike floor, which was kind of funny, I guess. Second fight, I just kind of disconnected after a short fight. So the third fight was cool. We had like some actual PvP. It was all a defining moment. I placed both my spike things. They looked really imposing. I had a fun time placing them. It was like my secret weapon. People were like, oh shit, he has 2? He had 2? Whoa! And it's like, oh, it's just fun. And then, yeah. Then it was just a normal ass PvP fight after that, which I won because I just had better gear, I guess. And also 7 notch apples. I was not gonna die. Yeah, no, I really never got that much damage. At some point though, some of the gorillas from the previous fight found their way up to me. I was playing kind of stupid. I was kind of wandering somewhat close to them because I had no respect for them at all. I was like, yo, look, cool gorillas. And I didn't think they'd really damage me. God, I was wrong. Those gorillas do a lot of fucking damage. And I almost died to that, despite having a notch apple activated, like the resistance and all that. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, I won the fight in the end. I am the better Minecrafter, clearly. Don't count our parkour fight. It's just the melee. It's just the like the bad fight, you know. Fuck. Anyway, that was a fun fight, and that's kind of the end of that hyperfixation. Then I made like a presentation about what we've done. The thing was my hyperfixation idea, so I had to make a presentation. I asked the drill, and I really didn't make that very good. It was pretty extensive about the first few days on the server and what we did there, and like what the first day was all about. We had some good laughs looking at memories. But after that, I was just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of skipped past like the entire mid game. I like explained the first 3 days in pretty good detail, and then I skipped back like all the way over to the end and just said this is what he ended with, because really I didn't want to bother writing an essay about every day, especially because not every day was as exciting as the first 3. So yeah, I left a lot of stuff out. There's a lot more that happened than what I explained. Especially with like Melde, my intern. He was on chasm duty, was all while I was away. And he did a lot more stuff than I explained, because he was kind of separated from us all. I tried to capture some of the most important stuff, but I really didn't know what the important stuff was, because he was, once again, kind of separated from the main group, so I didn't know what he was doing. I think I balanced it out, though, because I just kind of explained what overarching, like what he did, and the main thing I know. Then I also talk about the main thing I did, without talking of any of the other interesting stuff. Which is like, I made a Coliseum, and I kind of just pointed that out, I guess, and some other drama I'd caused, honestly, some property issues, whatever. But I really never talked about all my farms or any of my war machines that I just explained to you, which I think were a lot of fun to design. I had more designs coming in, like working on. The Blackford thing, idea of just having a bunch of water mills activate automatically once the contraption was set. I thought that was really, really cool, and I wanted to use that more. But I really never got the time to do so. I never really got anything inspired to do anything specific. I just liked being able to place a permanent, like a structure not just an entity on a minecart, but using the minecart to just carry a whole ass structure that I could place in the fight. Oh, I mean, I didn't think they had. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, wait, that's the second one. Alright, good. Aw. Huge. So yeah, that's that hyperfixation. Next hyperfixation is Tetris theory, I think, specifically Tetris theory. Which is an actual theory. I don't think he means the actual Tetris theory, the Tetris effect. It kind of goes by those two names. I just think he means like tech and like strategy in Tetris. Melvin, my intern, love him to death. He does not like that hyperfixation. He does not care one bit for Tetris. But such talk is blasphemy, and he's kept it to himself so far, which is good. No one should no one should criticize the hyperfixation during the hyperfixation. But I fucking love it. I love Tetris. I had a lot of fun playing Tetris in my early years. In fact, I used to be like just grinding Tetris every day at school during Folkeskole. Like I guess it was like what, when I was like 16, 15 years old, and I had a lot of fun. 9th grade. Learned like T-spinning, all that stuff. I really didn't learn like tech. I just played a lot of Tetris and decided, you know, I should learn some T-spinning tech, and that's kind of it. But now I have an opportunity to kind of expand my my abilities a bit more. Learn some actual tech, some interesting stuff, get even better. The sad truth is, actually, a kind of interesting story, I guess. I learned a lot about Tetris. I really was good at Tetris. I was the best at Tetris I knew. Coming from Folkeskole when I was 16. Then I went to after school where I met like the people who are now like arguably my best friends, who I now live with. And one of these assholes called Valdemar, who also is the one who like planned this hyperfixation, saw me being really good at Tetris and was like, what the fuck? Because I was better than him. Obviously, I practiced a lot. He knew about Tetris as well. He'd been playing it a bit, but I was just significantly better than him. And I guess he just took that personally. And over the course of months, like multiple months, he just practiced day in, day out, and became better and better and better. And then one day, he challenged me to like a game of Tetris at a party. There's just like an arcade machine, Tetris. I was like, yeah, alright, cool. And he just whooped my fucking ass. What the fuck? Like, I hadn't stopped playing Tetris. I still played it occasionally during the classes. Oh my god. Oh my god. And he just whooped my ass. Like, I guess he just practiced more, been better, and like, fuck, dude. And now he's just been better at me in Tetris for the last 4 years. I hadn't bothered to practice over, like, surpass him at all. he was, like, significantly better than me, and I kind of stopped caring about Tetris for a while. Like, I stopped playing it as much. I'm still playing it occasionally, but really I'd going on to, like, Minesweeper instead. That was the new thing for me. Maybe because it allowed me to, like, pay attention to class more. Tetris was kind of a bit more attention consuming, I guess. Right. Nice. So yeah, he's just better than me. And now he's proposed this hyperfixation because, once again, he already likes Tetris a lot, plays it a lot. And it's a good hyperfixation for him to work on. I think it's the first one he's, first of his hyperfixation that he's gotten. Like, I think all of the other people, us 4 who live together, has had a hyperfixation of ours chosen, and now it's his turn. And I'm pretty happy about it. I like Tetris. I'm excited about learning the lore. I have some strategies I need to work on. I think he gave me a recommendation of learning finesse. I think it's like finesse. It's how you were supposed to move the pieces. It's like movement tech almost, but in Tetris terms. Like the proper way to do that. I don't know, that seems pretty exciting. I don't know anything about that. I hadn't even thought about such a thing. So yeah, that'll be cool. Oh man. That's kind of stupid of me. Okay, you know what? Very stupid of me. Well, we'll play it on his part. Kind of punishing my stupidity. But goddamn, he did not need to go that hard. Get away, man. Alright, cool. Cool. spacing challenge. Easy with this fucking nail art. Otherwise, you can use Mark of Pride, and it becomes even easier. You really just shouldn't. You just use this nail art. It's more damage. Hits him perfectly. It's pretty easy too. Just when he comes, dash away and then go and hit him. Barely even a spacing test anymore. It's pretty easy. But I guess I had a difficult time when I first started out. I think then I tried to just hit him with my normal nail. I wasn't using nail arts at all. So I guess it's a cool thing that I've learned. She just walked. She used her fucking head, the weird spike things, as spikes. Holy shit. She used to walk below me as I fell and I took damage. That's kind of fucking hilarious. I hope that's part of Silksong. If an enemy lands on top of you, they take damage because we have two gigantic horns there. I guess I do too, as the Hollow Knight. Or rather, as the Knight Ghost. Not Hollow Knight. What do people call this guy anymore? I think most people call him the Knight in the community, right? Just the Knight. But I've also heard people say that's cringe and don't like that name. I never minded it, it's just fair enough, the Knight, that's easy. A lot of people call him Ghost because that's what Hornet call him. Very much shouldn't say it. Does not have a gender. And yeah, I guess like Ghost makes a bit more sense than the Knight. The Knight really doesn't come from anything other than the fact that we're playing Hollow Knight. And we're not the Hollow Knight, so we're just the Knight maybe? Doesn't really make sense. Like, according to lore, I think we are more hollow than the Hollow Knight. Or maybe we're not. Maybe that ending of us becoming the Hollow Knight is the bad ending. Because it might not actually work. I don't know. We're a vessel. A vessel for the player's intent. I think... Oh, shit. I think, I like Ghost more. But I'll keep calling the Knight, because that's what I'm used to. I'm bad at switching things up. Once I've grown accustomed to a name, it's really hard for me to like work in different one. It's like, I was gonna say pet names. Like, nicknames you give to people, I often just completely fucking forget those, or never remember their real name because I've grown too accustomed to their nickname. And even worse is when like a person actually just changes their real life name. I have such a struggle remembering that, and it sucks because I know a few trans friends who've changed their names, and it took me a fucking. Now I've got it down, but it took me a while to go and like to learn their names, which sounds so mean, but I just struggle. I just resorted to not calling them anything. I just been like, yo, buddy, yo, homie, giving them kind of nicknames, and I guess, to avoid saying their name. Which is kind of weird, because I just said I couldn't say nicknames, but there's a difference between nicknames and titles, I should say. Like, if I call someone, yo, my homie, that's pretty easy. Whereas calling someone their real-life chosen name, nah, man, that's too much for me. Not anymore, though. If I meet someone else who's around, I'll hope that they are already transitioned and I don't need to remember their old name. That's the easiest for me. And I apologize to all, anyone really, who has changed their name in their life. Or prefer to be called something they weren't assigned at birth. Sorry, my bad. I'll try. I don't know why I'm going on this tangent. It's my Hollow Knight thing. Oh yeah, also Hollow Knight related. Boycotting Silksong? Huh? Some people have been talking about that. I haven't at all really dwelled into that drama. I didn't really know it existed for a long time. I think I saw a Hollow Knight post like on r/Hollow Knight memes or something. Of people like, what the fuck is going on with Silksong sub? About people wanting to boycott Hollow Knight because Silksong took so long and stuff like that. I guess their argument is that Team Cherry is not at all communicating with their player base who have been hyped for what, 5 years or something now. I'm like, I don't know, I guess. I'm not the type of person who usually follows developers or really gets into hype about games. Silksong is like my absolute first experience for that. And it was a lot of fun in the beginning, and now it kind of faded a bit. I guess that's what people are annoyed about, the fact that they haven't talked. I think if they talked a lot, then I just kind of get spoiled the entire game. I think I'm okay with just not receiving much news. This kind of feels weird to say as a Silksong craver, but really, I don't know. I don't mind there being a longer wait. It's already been 5 years. I can wait another 2, if that's necessary. So people wanted to boycott Silksong. I've seen people that wanted like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pirate the game now. I refuse to make this like thing. Team cherries are horrible developers. How can people say they're good? And I'm like, what? It's kind of a weird tone shift. Like they were really generous. You know, they don't seem like money hoggers or anything. They like priced Hollow Knight really cheaply compared to the amount of content, and then added multiple free DLCs. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at these guys. They're awesome. And if they're taking a while for their game, good on them. I'm not their boss. I can't force them to make it quicker. I don't think they should. It'll come out when it comes out. I'll be happy at that point. Feels pretty entitled that people are like, I want the game out now. And I guess people who played for Kickstarter and stuff, they might have a more of a reason to be annoyed. But anyone who hasn't paid money for it really has nothing to complain about this. It's like, you haven't bought it yet. I don't know. It feels pretty weird, as if people think they're entitled to Silksong news, when really it's just something the creator can give us. Once again, I don't know much about the subject of like developer fan interaction. I haven't really been part of many communities. I think the only community that I've been part of are like fucking shooting games for a bit, like where I just see like the updates and Minecraft community. Just want to see snapshots and stuff. And I guess also in the Minecraft community, people are pretty entitled there as well. It's like they get an update for free for 10 years now. They've been getting free updates for a game they haven't paid a dime for in 10 years, if they bought it for 10 years ago at least. And then you're like, what? This update sucks. Why didn't they do this again? They suck. They're so lazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's such a weird argument because no one is literally. I have not paid for that game in ages. They're just updating it for free. Not that they even need to. I got putting up mods to keep me company, but I don't know. Some entitlement in the gaming industry. Gamers just think they deserve more than they do, I guess. Maybe I'm in the same way at some point. Let's think about it. I'm trying to find an example where I'm in the wrong. And not being able to find it makes me feel even more in the wrong, because it just makes me feel ignorant. Probably am in the wrong about this, like hypocritical. I don't want to be hypocrite. I hate hypocrite. There's 2 things I hate in life: haters and hypocrites. Yeah, well that's true. Even though I'm a hypocrite and a hater. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep that around. This is like my motto. 2 things I hate in life: haters and hypocrites. I'm a hater. I'm a hypocrite. I realize. I hate other people who hate. They make me hate. I hate on haters a lot. And I also just hate on stuff in general, really. I am a hater. I need to come to terms with this. It's like Goku, I hate becomes... Yo, I hate Titans become Titan. I hate ghouls become tools. And there's a picture of Goku and all that. Goku. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah. Oh well. Even if people do want to boycott Silksong, it's not really gonna make a big difference. I don't think it's a large enough part of the community. I assume it's not. Probably just a loud majority, like a loud minority. Like, yeah. Don't take it too seriously. It's like there's a lot of people subscribe to the Hollow Knight R34 subreddit. But I don't think, despite there being a lot of people who are subscribed to it, I don't think that's most of the fandom at all. I just think that some people want to see bugs. Oh, I have multiple blue hearts. I'm gonna lose them all to Soul Tyrant right now. Alright. Let me come with some Silksong predictions. It's been a while since I've seen any trailers or anything. So I get like hopes. I think we saw like an interview or something about there not being as much parkour in the game, like platforming challenges, which I'm kind of sad about. I don't think there's enough in Hollow Knight as is. I love Path of Pain and like some areas and later areas like what Queen's Garden has to be with two platforming sessions that are kind of nerve-wracking and interesting. And I thought they were cool. If there were more like that, just around the place, I think that'd be nice. I like the platforming in this game. Pretty, you have a lot of control. You have a lot of interesting way to build it and go and blah blah blah. Definitely seems like Hornet has a move kit that allows her to move around more, based on the trailers. It's all subject to change. Like she had running, which could just be removed, like in the same way that you're supposed to in Hollow Knight have a backdash almost. Like many enemies has an attack like a move where they just kind of jump backwards, and I'm pretty sure in early trailer in Hollow Knight the player had that move as well, but it's clearly been removed now. Also, don't really think we need it. I don't know, so that could change. I hope there's more movement-based obstacles and roughly out platforming challenges in the Silksong. Probably not gonna happen, but I'm hoping still. Maybe some spots there'll just be a few. If it's a big enough game, then surely there'll be at least some place that's a bit platforming heavy. I can dream. What else? I'm also kind of thinking about how I'm gonna engage with the item things. And, like, you have a lot of items. I feel like you can throw daggers and shit. You have lifeblood syringe and stuff like that. I'm kind of excited to see with that because I've become getting really bad at using items in other games. Holy fuck, he's fucking me up. Anyway, like Bloodborne, a lot of items there that trivialize some encounters. You can use them in a creative way, like throw oil on enemies and then burn them and stuff. I never do that shit. I just fight them normally. I am just a vanilla fighter, and I think that fear stems from playing Dark Souls games where I don't know. I played Dark Souls 1 and it was infuriatingly easy. I did not want to cheese encounters because I kept doing it accidentally. I had like a really broken sword, and that just made the entire early game a bit too easy for me. It was just boring, especially because I'd been hyped up as this brutally hard game, teaches everyone about difficulty and everything. Like, I don't know, it sucked. I hated it, and it made me feel like I should stop engaging with the system because I had to make the game harder for myself in order to truly enjoy Dark Souls the way it's meant to be played, by not engaging with half the systems. I realize this sounds stupid, but that's like the conclusion that I got from playing Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3 as well. I guess I played Elden Ring then, and there are a lot of weird, like a bunch of items all around the place. I didn't know what to do with half of them, so I just kind of stopped reading descriptions, and I didn't use items at all there either. I tried to use some, like some sword upgrade. Fuck. Yeah, patience, good stuff. We talked about this. This is a Markov fight. You gotta be patient. Ooh. You know what? I'm not even talking. I'm just gonna be playing here. Oh, he's in a bad spot. I will be talking. This is boring otherwise. Here I can hit him, I think. Alright. Alright. Spot. He's too close to me. Yeah, he's forcing me into the wall. It's hard to be by the wall because stuff can just spawn off screen, like the swords, and that's not too good. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, he's coming over here. Ugh! Yeah, no, it sucks. They can just spawn in front of you, and you have to sometimes move when you get close to you. It's hard. It's hard. It's a hard fight. Got him there. Bit of greedy there. Just saw the opportunity. Uh-oh. Okay, now this is fucked up. Markov, dude. What the fuck now? Moving that close to me? I know I was a bit greedy attacking you, but I don't think I got hurt because of... And now he's down there. Okay, he is being really mean today. God, they're spawning so quick. I think it's random. It's not a consistent thing. Okay, he could die here. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking fool. Ooh. He's in a so horrible spot right now. He's in the middle. I can't heal like this. Can I? Okay, I could. I mean, I kind of knew I could, but I just wanted to say I couldn't. So that when I failed, it would be... Oh! Then I stopped paying attention to him, shit. And he's in a shitty spot as well. Okay, can I maybe hit him? Whew, barely. Made it back. I don't want him below me. I do not want him below me. Dude, stop moving below me. Uh-oh, he's forcing me to the wall. That's it. Okay, good. I was hoping that'd be the end. 3 hearts for Markov. No, for Zoke. Kind of nervous right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Hands are sweaty. It's hot in my room still. Hit him a few times here. I think he can heal here usually. Nice. Okay, he was gonna... Ugh, he walked in me. Gotta hit that thing. Good. Could have healed here. Don't need to. Oh, damn. I needed the iframes there. I was too scared. Oh, I missed it. Fuck, I didn't even get the heal off? I was hoping... I knew it was a risk, but I thought... If I get hit, I would get the heal off anyway and just lose the soul. But damn, no. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta get the iframes. Didn't kill that thing? Damn. Good. Good. Huge. Hope TV gets better. That was right. Nice. Oh man, I shouldn't have cycling slashed. Takes too long. Oh, he just moved into me. Oh god. You're still alive. What? Oh, I didn't have my jump, and I hit the one thing that deals double damage. On impact. It's so stupid. Oh my god. I was so hyper-focused on that one bug that, like, ran off screen. Like, it just went above me. And I was like, where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? I didn't have my jump. Maybe I had my dash. I could have just dashed it right. Fuck, dude, another Zote L. That sucks. I'm gonna have to grind him a bit more. I still think I've practiced. I've practiced a lot more against Nightmare King Grimm than I have Zoke. I recognize this because it's such a much. Man, it's a much more fun fight, so I want to practice it. I don't want to practice Zoke. I just want to be done with it. It's funny. He's not that fun to fight. Oh well. That's it for the day. I failed. Zoke chote. No. Zoke chote. Zoke choke. Zoke chote. I'm rambling.